Hello and welcome back for more PokeMMO. Hopefully, for the servers don't crash on me again this time, and I will actually get to get some good training in and actually challenge Hoenn on his gym. I also forgot to get my Rock Smasher again, so I need to stop doing that. Welcome Spider-Man, I do think it's important to take care of myself, because if I don't, then I'm just gonna burn myself out and I'm not going to want to keep streaming. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to forget that again. But I think Fairy Path is probably where I want to keep training for now. And it's really far away from Fortree, but I think it's going to have to do. Yes, I uploaded a vid. Yeah, I tried to get caught up on... Does this thing have poison point or something? I'm admittedly kind of out of it right now, but yeah, I got caught up on that. Admittedly, it's not really fully edited videos, it's just condensed versions of VODs, basically. I didn't realize that had a chance of not one-shotting. Can Numel learn? Is it Numel or Numel? I'm not actually sure. But I'm not sure whether it gets magnitude at this level. Is theoretically missing the range on Bite into a crit magnitude 10 or something would be pretty bad. I'm just not sure whether that's even a possibility. I mean, I do want to do fully edited videos eventually. I've tried it before, but I think I'm probably just too much of a perfectionist, and I don't really have a ton of time for that if I want to actually stream as frequently as I want to. I mean, it's pronounced Dumel. I think that's more likely to be correct from what I know. And now I'm burned. I should probably go back and heal that. And I can just shockwave this. Burn's not gonna reduce the damage on that. I think that's way beyond my skill right now. It really need better editing skills, I think. I think once I have that, I can start making videos on things like, you know, the cage lock and my Dungeon Descenders challenge and whatnot. Which I do want to do eventually. I'm just not sure that it's something I can realistically do currently. I mentioned trying out a new or a different streaming software, but I couldn't actually get it to work properly. Welcome, butterflies. Yeah, I'm live. I do live. Also, why am I not biking? That would probably help a lot right now. Slugma gets, what, flame body or magma armor? Is it just flame body that has a chance of burning on contact, or is it both? I'm not actually sure. Might be worth looking up though. I know that both of them reduce the hatch time of eggs in your party, so that's something. A magma armor prevents freezing. What benefits does a different streaming software give? Well, the one that I'm using right now is honestly pretty limited in what I'm able to do with it. I've tried working within the restrictions I have, but it just doesn't seem to come out the way I want it to. So I tried one that's fairly well recommended that supposedly has more options, but I kept running into an issue where random frames in the video would be a red error message. I've done everything I could find suggested online, and they just wouldn't stop appearing. And there were far too many of them to go in and manually remove each one. You just ate a bunch of cottage cheese Tostitos chips with hummus and you're so sleepy. Yeah, it seems like eating a lot can cause that sometimes. It's the program limiting. Basically, the way I want to do certain things seem like there are much easier ways that... How do I say this? It seems like there should be tools that would be obvious to have in editing programs that can do what I want them to do, but instead I need to manually do them in an extremely roundabout way. And it just becomes super tedious. It's also things like mainly text not really coming out the way I want it to. Also faded in and out for transitions and whatnot. The options are very limited in the software I've been using. Wait, what 50-50 did you lose? Oh, did you unlock a random emote and not get the panic one? If you do it again, you can get the right emote, or you could just not gamble and use the redeem that lets you pick one. Of course, doing that now would be kind of silly because you already unlocked the Gloom emote randomly, so there's only one other choice you can get randomly. So it's not actually random anymore. Oh yeah, it is August now. The person I want to do the rigging on my 2D model is supposed to open commissions in August. And I'm on the notification list for that. But I'm not sure when in August that's going to be. It wasn't specified. So I guess I don't know how much longer I have to wait for that. But I did also commission Kim for some new work. And as I said before, I also would like to commission more emotes. So hopefully it won't be too long before I get that stuff. But we shall see. I do really like the way my 2D model looks. But again, the rigging hasn't even been started yet. Oh no, the chances of getting panic is getting lower and lower. And once I get new emotes, I'm gonna have to decide which ones are going to be free and which ones are going to be sub. I already did magic making this model look cute. Thank you. It did take a fair amount of tweaking and stuff in Vroid to get it like this, but it is Vroid Studio. It's not something that I can use to make a fully custom model with my lack of 3D modeling skills. Which is why I had to pay someone else to do it. Or to make a new one for me. But anyway. Yeah. Not sure whether I want to make Panic one of my free ones later. And that's actually seeming fairly likely. Especially since... Well, that's just because some of the ones that I'm going to be getting, I definitely would prefer being subbed over free, but is also a thing to consider that I tricked you? Wait, how did I trick you? Did you get a display error? But as I've said before, one thing about choosing to make an emote free rather than subscription is you can still unlock free or unlock subscription emotes for channel points, which you don't have to pay for, obviously. And you can't actually use standard emotes in other people's chats unless you have a subscription, as opposed to buying them with points, which would let you. Welcome, Mercer. I guess I should probably ask my viewers' opinions on which ones they'd rather have free and which ones they'd rather have subscription. Well, it's something that would be easier to do if I had a Discord, wouldn't it? And I have had multiple people asking me about a Discord at this point. If you spend all your points on that, then how will you get VIP with 50k? That is a fair point. Have you missed much? I mean, I'm still training for Winona's gym right now. You missed a lot of struggling in Hyperlight Drifter. Oh yeah, I don't actually remember but last Sunday when I tried streaming, obviously I tried streaming PokeMMO, but the servers crashed, so I had to switch back to Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, welcome, Nimbus. How have you been? Oh, I think since the last time you were here, I did start multi-streaming to Twitch, so things could get confusing trying to talk to multiple chats at once. I forgot my Rock Smasher a second time. I did do that. I have forgotten my Rock Smash Pokemon, or HM Pokemons in general. Did I just say Pokemons? More times than I would like to admit. You have to go to work, so you can't stay. Let's... Well, hopefully you have a nice day at work at least. Or not too bad. Butterflies, are you trying to scam Nimbus now? Have a good stream. Thanks, Mercer. I did catch up on editing, so hopefully that'll help you get caught up if that's something you want to do. I do need to go heal. I am out of shockwaves, which is kind of important. Butterflies would never scam. Now that I think about it, is whether something is a scam an objective thing, or is it more subjective? It would have to be. I guess I'm not sure. Swinum's evolving now. Wait, so do I use my hurt skills to get ancient power now? I think I do. Ice Fang or Icicle Crash? I mean, Mist is pretty bad. I'll get rid of Mist. But yeah, even if someone thinks they're getting a good deal, I wouldn't think that would actually make it a good deal, because compared to other deals on a similar or equal product, it could just be abysmal. You heard Pokemon Worlds is happening soonish? Like, VGC? I'm not sure exactly when that's happening, but I don't think that's something I'd realistically get to visit. You started a mini Nuzlocke on Scarlet? Yeah, Nuzlocks are really fun. I hope you enjoy that. But what rules are you using for Scarlet, since the first encounter rule is kind of awkward when you don't have random encounters? Worlds is an amazing experience to live through. I mean, I'm sure it would be really cool to go see it live, but I mean, it's not exactly close to me. Just one Pokemon in each area. So are you just deciding what you want to encounter then? I guess that's one way to do it. I should consider it maybe another time it happens in the US. I mean, maybe. I doubt it's ever gonna be. And there's Bulldoze. And the crit. That still doesn't do much damage. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about Numel at all. One way you could do it is just spin a wheel or something to determine which Pokemon you encounter. Yeah, keep in mind, most of the US is further from me than Canada is. I don't have a spread move for these. It would be cool to plan a 4-day weekend just to fly down Thursday and Friday, go home Monday. I mean, I don't doubt that. The one thing you might want to keep in mind about me is that I honestly just like traveling. I just think the process of needing to go places is kind of a hassle. I did a lot of traveling when I was younger. So I kind of already know what it's like. Leaving the house is a hassle. You're not wrong. I don't need to pay the $250 visa fee. That is... share. I mean, actually, flying down there is still pretty expensive. Plus I need to take the time off work and pay for a place to stay. Plus whatever the admission fee is. But I doubt that's the kind of thing you can get into for free. Why they have to travel so much? Really just because my parents liked traveling? Excited for Pokemon Champions? I honestly don't know a whole lot about it. What platform is it even on? Is that a Switch thing? It's on mobile? I might have to check it out then. Because honestly, I'm not sure a Switch is something I'd want to go out of my way to get, because I still don't have one. All I've really heard about it is that it brings back things like generational gimmicks and theoretically makes competitive VGC more accessible. The mission is nothing you don't think you had to pay to enter worlds. Maybe it's more just for competitors. They also just don't do well with crowds, in all honesty. I do want to... Wait. Why does my Palosfine not have a nickname? I'm gonna have to fix that. bureaucrats are the worst, too many people go squish. That's definitely part of it. It's also just a lot of sensory overload. I missed Thunderfang, that's annoying. It feels like kind of a waste to run back just to teach Piloswine Ancient Power. But I need to make sure he doesn't level up before I teach Ancient Power. I'm not really sure what kind of merch I'd want to go for. I guess I'm not entirely sure what merch they would have at an event like that. Obviously Pokemon related, but that's not exactly specific. If they had something like, I don't know, a nice Mawile plush or something, that might be worth getting. My in-game character is cute in PokeMMO. I kind of ended up getting cosmetics that I didn't actually get myself. They were a gift from someone for helping out with their online guide, which honestly I don't think I actually helped all that much. I more just pointed out that certain information was outdated. Their PokeMMO forum's name is Best Friends, I think. But I appreciate the gift. I'm always big helps. I try to help sometimes, but seems like usually I find myself wishing I could help more than I'm actually able to. The guide itself has been way more help to me. Mainly because it kind of acts as a substitute for the wiki, which is very much out of date and lacking a whole lot of information. Especially, well, I think the obvious example was in Kanto when the wiki said Koga's Weezing didn't have a held item, when it absolutely had a held item. You must away your needs, food is hungry kitty. Hope you enjoy your meal and have a nice day. Wait, what time is it for you? Probably like midday, right? What was the held item? Custap Berry. That's the one where, when you're low on health, it gives you effectively a priority move. So it exploded and killed my Venomoth. Yeah. If I had known it had Custap Berry, I could have just taught Protect and just used Protect on the turn that Custap Berry activated. And I would have been completely fine, but yeah. Lack of information is very painful sometimes. I suppose I could have lost something worse than Venomoth, but it always hurts to lose a Pokemon. So yeah, after that incident, I ended up finding the guide that I've been using. Is the wiki outdated because it does make little changes over the years, or has it always been like that? I mean, the devs do make little changes now and again. But there's also the fact that the community in general seems, for the most part, bad at organizing information. Like, if you ask about where to find information from someone like Petrowski, the biggest, as far as I know, the biggest PokeMMO YouTuber, he'll tell you to check YouTube in the forums. But most of the time when I try to find information on YouTube or the forums, I end up finding unrelated information that's not actually helpful to me. So, oh, and not only that, but when I actively ask about things on the forums, a lot of the time, people will just tell me, oh, check YouTube. Or, oh, I know about a few things, but there are other things as well, which, I mean, I appreciate the help, but it's not the comprehensive answer I'm looking for. Obvious example is, looking for information on Red's AI. Specifically, what conditions it will switch in, and whether it's able to see certain abilities. For example, if I were to switch in a Mismagius onto, or into Red's Snorlax on a normal move, the Snorlax doesn't actually have a way of hitting my Mismagius because of Levitate. But I don't know whether Red knows about Levitate until it goes for a ground move, triggering a Levitate. I should probably go back and teach Ancient Color now. And obviously, since Red is a difficult fight and is going to be the final boss of this entire Nuzlocke, little details like that is important for being able to prepare for it effectively. And if I don't have incomplete information, then I could just end up losing the entire run. needing to start over when I've been doing this for... Or I should say, will have been doing this for years. Ancient Tower. Oh, it's only 1 heart scale? I thought it was 2. I should probably get rid of Icy Wind, shouldn't I? That should be enough. Oh, and I need a nickname. When I get to Red, is the level cap of his Pikachu or 100? Well, his whole team is level 100. So, both? I guess. He also cheats. Basically, the first time he sends in each of his Pokemon, it will get off a free move. Depending on which Pokemon it is. Bessarian. But the free moves they get off are... I believe it's Wish for Espeon, Nasty Plot for Pikachu, Sunny Day for Charizard, Drizzle... No, Rain Dance for Blastoise, and then Light Screen for Venusaur and Reflect for Snorlax, though I might have those switched. Yes, he actually just cheats. I mean, cheating bosses aren't exactly new as far as MMOs in general go. They also have perfect IVs and EV spreads and whatnot. But their stats and movesets are actually pretty well documented, so that I don't have to worry about at least. I can do all the calculations for that beforehand. You're worried for me? I mean, it's definitely intimidating, but I do think it's doable. It's even possible that I can just have kind of an easy fight if things go the way I want them to. But again, Red can just lead with anything he wants. Well, I shouldn't say anything he wants, it's completely random. So it's hard to predict, especially since I don't know what circumstances he switches in. There's Mamoswine. Don't have any more evolutions to do before Winona. Do I bother with Double Hit? I don't really need Ancient Power anymore. Mamoswine is very much a physical attacker. I could just get rid of Ancient Power. The question is, should I go for something like Wide Lens Ice Fang or Zoom Lens Icicle Crash? Or Zoom Lens Avalanche? Icicle Crash isn't negative priority, is it? Just Avalanche? Yeah, this is neutral. I'll just give you the Wide Lens now. For perfect accuracy Ice Fangs. Though I guess 99% accurate Icicle Crashes aren't bad either. Or 99% accurate double hits. What Pokemon am I planning on bringing? I guess I don't know for sure yet, especially since I have many more encounters to get before then, and Pokemon can obviously die in the meantime. But and I think the obvious choice to counter the Snorlax is Mismagia, since I can completely wall it. They don't take any damage, and if I can trap it with Mean Luck before it switches, then I can just freely set up on it. But again, because I don't really know about exactly how the Switch AI works, I can't say for sure that I'd be able to trap it before it switches. But yeah, a 1% miss chance obviously isn't ideal, it's going to happen sometimes. Welcome to Coda. I've been... well, for the most part I think I've been doing well, though my sleep schedule has been kind of a mess. How have you been? I am close to running out of water now. My throat hasn't been feeling the best today. You've been working 6-day weeks and it's been throwing you off. That definitely doesn't sound fun. Glad you're at least otherwise okay, at least. Did I say at least twice there? See what happens when I just talk without thinking too much about what I'm saying? Words no need brain to word. True. But then the words just kind of word without wording well. How's the work week? It was kind of tame, I think. Haven't really had any busy days. Which definitely helps make things easier. But I think it's harder to appreciate when you just tired and effectively have energy proportional to how difficult the work is. I'm also overheating because my fan is broken. Do I work Monday through Thursday? I work Monday through Friday, but I get half days on Thursdays, so that's why I'm able to stream on Thursdays more easily than other weekdays. What do I do for work? Just cleaning, nothing exciting. I think I've said this before. There was one exciting thing that happened to me at work once, where basically someone's, I think it was a falcon, got stuck on the roof. So they ended up calling the fire department to come get the falcon down from the roof. That was something. I don't remember exactly when I said it before. I don't think it was recent at all. I guess there was another similarly exciting thing that happened, but that's not something I think I can really talk about without giving away where I work, which I don't really want to do. But it's a pretty mundane job, so not really much to say about it. Looks like ads are starting in 3 minutes. Again, I'm not sure whether people can actually see this pop up. Because I know you said it didn't pop up for you before, Ciderman. So I figure I may as well say something when it pops up. Only mods on the streamer can see the pop-up. That's kind of annoying. You'd think people who would actually see the ads should be able to see the pop-up. And I guess that's not really the kind of thing that Twitch officials would think about. Can't believe it exists so I can snooze ads. I mean, it is nice being able to do that if I need to, but... Sorry, my throat isn't really cooperating right now. They probably intentionally don't tell, because otherwise if it pops up, someone will just X the stream and go somewhere else. I mean, if that's the case, then they would just leave after the ads start. Thank you for the bless. You get to dip after not being here for very long. But you have to be up early. Understandable. I hope you have a good night. Don't let me ruin your sleep schedule. But yeah, ads are starting now, so I'm going to go ahead and take my break here. I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry, I'm back. I shouldn't have too much training left to do before heading back to Forchi. I think 5 levels total, if you consider partially filled level bars, but yeah, soon enough I'll be able to battle the gym trainers at least, and then after that I think I can go ahead and take trade just outside Fortree, because I think my team is high enough level. Oh, welcome, Zerp. You're heading to bed. I hope you have a good night. But thanks for stopping by at least. The, wiki does at least have some information on what Pokemon gym trainers have, but as I've said, they are out of date and their movesets aren't even listed, so that does make it harder to plan for them. So my usual approach to gym trainers is just using my gym team and winging it. You're driving, so you'll enjoy my commentary, but if I say anything even slightly controversial, you will careen into oncoming traffic involuntarily. I appreciate the warning. Oh yeah, I did read the first part of Umi Neko, and I'm not really sure what to think of it so far. I'll have to get back to you on that when I read more of it. I think I should mention that at least. I have been kind of tempted to reinstall a game that I probably shouldn't be reinstalling. You can probably guess what I'm talking about just from saying that. And I think part of it is wanting to play something a bit more competitive since the cage lock ended. But I mean, the next cage lock should be starting before too long anyway. And I don't really want to get into anything competitive right now. Or at least I don't think it would be good for me. I think that's part of the reason I stopped playing PCG Pocket. And part of it is just I was not really excited by the new cards coming out and didn't really want to have to do more team building. And it also just started feeling like a chore needing to get on multiple times a day to not fall behind. But you don't have to feel that way if I don't play the game. I should probably remind myself what abilities Grimer can get. Stench or Sticky Hold? Okay, I don't think I have to worry about making contact with it then. I'm pretty sure it's specifically Slugma I have to worry about on that front. Of course, with Ire specifically, it's either a super effective contact move or a not very effective non-contact move. It's probably better to just Icicle Spirit. Oh yeah, I was trying to look at the wiki about things, or about what moves Ire learns, or Cloister I mean. Because one thing the wiki is actually good for is looking at what Pokemon, or what moves different species can learn. It's pretty up to date on that front. And something popped up about PokeMMO's PvP and what moves to use on Cloister. I think it said something about Cloister being a special attacker, which just struck me as very weird. Because Cloister has much higher physical attack than special attack, and is typically, at least my understanding is it's typically used as a skill link user. So you can use something like Focus Sash, Shell Smash, and then use multi-hit moves like Icicle Spear and Rock Blast. It seems much more effective than using moves like Surf off its 85 special attack. I guess that's only 10 lower than physical attack, but that's still a much lower base power if you take Skill Link into account. I don't know, maybe that's something I should look at more. Yeah, here's the page I found. It only uses effectively his special attack, so you can forget about physical attack. I will let others help you with the movesets. Wait, people are using it as a... shell armored mon? With dual special stab, spikes, and rapid spin? And here's a different set. Jelly Life Orb Skilling. Which is also a Shell Smash set. That seems really risky. It doesn't seem to give any way of safely setting up Shell Smash. And without Shell Smash, you're probably just getting outsped by half the ducks. Yeah, this is kind of confusing, I have to admit. Cloyster is not a naturally fast Pokemon. It only has, what, base 70 speed? I think. Yeah, base 70. And its base HP is only 50. Obviously, its physical defense is huge, but its special defense isn't that great. If you're slower, it's not like you can reliably take hits, especially after a Shell Smash. And if you're faster, then obviously your Shell Smash is gonna go off before you get hit. Yeah, I can only really see it even potentially being used effectively without Focus Sash or something if you... like, put it in after you lose a Pokemon and then set up Shell Smash while they need to switch, and then sweep after that. Stop That Cloister guide was so funny. It's more of a forums discussion. But it was also 7 years old. Which... Wait, 7 years ago, was that... before PokeMMO moved to Gen 5? That might have been when it was still Gen 3, in which case it would make a lot more sense. Now I need to look this up. Of course I can't find that information easily. I can never find information on PokeMMO easily. It's so good he gave blatantly wrong information, then said other people will give you the move list. Did they not have a physical special split? Well, Gen 3 didn't, obviously, and before they introduced Unova and switched to a Gen 5 system, they were on Gen 3. So it's possible that it's just out of date. That seems like the most likely explanation. Because obviously you can't rely on moves like Icicle Spear and Rock Blast, Waterfall, Pin Missile, whatever. Off as physical attack before the split. Because half those moves are special, those being the stab moves. Yeah, but modders figured out the split even on GBA ROM hacks? Well, yes, they did. And that would have happened way before 7 years ago. And it's possible it just wasn't implemented in PokeMMO at the time. Yeah, I'm not seeing any information on when Unova was introduced into the game. I'll go ahead and close my name generator because I don't think I need any more nicknames this stream. I don't think I'm getting any new encounters, and I'm pretty sure I didn't forget to nickname anyone else. I'm so wicked mentioning Umi and Echo and you couldn't respond. Sorry about that. That's just when it came to mind, you know? The game I was thinking of was League of Legends. You know, the game that anyone would tell me not to reinstall if I told them I was thinking about reinstalling it. And part of the reason I uninstalled it in the first place was because the Riot client kept relaunching itself when I would close it. Which is very much virus-like behavior. the fabled game you haven't played since Season 3. I've heard that balance-wise, it's actually in a really good state right now. Which is surprising to hear because seems like the late community will always complain about the balancing. Thanks, Smokescreen. You'll believe that when you see it? Yeah. Why didn't I ice shard there? And I'm not really thinking about it. Used to only play jungle. Jungle's an interesting role. Or position, I should say. Very different from laners. I mainly played mid lane. My best champion was definitely Kennen. Of course, Kennen mid is not exactly a... It's not exactly known for being a meta pick, that's for sure. I just think it's fun to play. Who's that? Is that the time child? No, I think you're thinking of Echo. Kennen's the Yordle ninja with lightning powers. He's mainly played top lane, but even then is considered a niche pick. Oh, him? Yeah, he's annoying. From what I've heard, a lot of people think he's just annoying as a ranged top laner. Because they don't like playing melee into ranged. I personally think his passive is really fun to play around. He messes you up. Whenever you were top, he'd play champions like Cho'Gath, Shen, or Darius. Kennen actually has a horrible matchup into Cho'Gath. You should be winning that matchup every single time. Yeah, against generally immobile Tangles, it can definitely be an annoying matchup. You jungled 99% of the time. Well, I guess if you're not really used to laning, that would make sense. There's this one matchup, Kennen against Syndra, which is a really bad matchup for Kennen, but in my experience, most Syndra players just don't know how to play that matchup, so I'm actually able to win it more often than not. On Facebook's ease to post screenshots of your games. Just screenshots, not clips or anything. Is Syndra the orb lady? And the one who has the magic orbs that she leaves on the ground and then throws them around. The Cannon versus Azir matchup is similarly bad, but I think it used to be a lot worse. They kind of nerfed Azir's ult to an extent. Just the victory screen once you played with all your friends and they were drunk. That sounds like a frustrating experience, to be honest. But I guess I'm saying that thinking of the just thinking of how people act when they're drunk. In my personal experience, it was so horrible trying to play because your tank Soraka wanted to 1v1 Baron. Yeah, sounds like League of Legends. That being said, I have beaten Baron solo with some weird champions like Karma, actually. It was funny afterward, but at the time I was miserable. I guess sometimes it is like that. But I'm trying to think of a specific example of that. I don't think flaying is a good option here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have Driven hit 34 for your post-change Karma. Well, she was changed pretty early on, wasn't she? I don't think I ever played her before her rework. Not to you. I mean, it depends on when you started playing, really. Obviously, the champions who are in the game when you started are going to feel old, and the champions that were introduced or reworked after the fact are going to feel new. Even if you started playing really early on in the game. Which is how old now? Like 16 years? Wait, Clayt Season 2? Your final game was Darius when Dunkmaster Darius got released. Yeah, that was definitely a while ago. That didn't do much damage. I was afraid of it doing a lot more. They only played casual, so if I wanted to play some casual, you'd be down. Yeah, I'm definitely not ready to start grinding the solo queue or whatever. I definitely don't have time for that anymore. Yeah, I think there's at least enough demand at this point to justify having a Discord. I just have to figure out how I want to organize it. And I guess who I'm gonna make mods. Honestly, faking out new moles with Draven is probably more risky than is worth trying to do. But they're still 34 anyway. I don't think Baton Pass is ever going to be worth it. Like, what is Plusle even going to be able to Baton Pass? You can't pass agility because of the nerf. So you played last, like, October 2016 then? Last time I played was, I think, at some point last year. Alright, back to Fortree. You think you'd have fun playing with me? You think it could be fun? I'm just hesitant to get back into it since it takes a lot of time and effort to actually keep up skill-wise, at least. I'm not really sure who I want to lead on the gym trainers. Maybe Ire? Or it's not really my fastest Pokemon, so... Wait, I just realized something. Oddish is a branched evolution, isn't it? Because Gloom can evolve into Vileplume or Blossom. So if I had run into an Oddish here before I ran into Tropius, that should have been my encounter because I only have one Oddish from Kanto, and the way I'm rolling branched evolutions is I'm allowed to have different branches in different regions, just not the same region. Blossom doesn't really feel like a Gloom Evo. Yeah, not really. I kind of forgot about it. It's possible that I'm not supposed to have my Tropius. I might need to go back and check my VOD. Losing Tropius honestly isn't a big deal. I haven't even used my Tropius yet. Looks like Oh. Did they just completely remove the puzzle from this gym? That just feels really wrong. Am I gonna catch an Oddish if I'm not supposed to? I don't think I should. I should probably just count it as a missed encounter since if I ran into an Oddish first, then I ran away from it. I guess the question is, who do I want to lead here? And I'll just lead Ire, I guess. Ooh, I mean, I don't want to cheat by accident is the thing. Skarmory. I don't think this is really a threat. Oh, I just realized I still need to get a Swords Dance TM. I'll just finish this battle first. I'll just scout it smooth for now. Gyarados, not worried about that at all. I don't have Skilling, do I? No, I have Shell Armor. I'll just Waterfall. That does not do much damage. I can at least go for flinches if nothing else. Now it should be in Ice Shard range. Gonna check the mart. I don't know whether Swords Dance is available here. It doesn't look like it, no. So I guess I need to get it off the GTO. At least want to make sure I have Swords Dance for Winona. Getting rid of Payback. What's the global trade rules? Or that's a shiny Shroomish. Basically, I'm letting myself use the GTO since I've unlocked it. So I'm allowed to buy items since it's kind of a free market. I get whatever price is generally considered fair, I think. At least that's the way I look at it. Not allowed to buy Pokemon, obviously, because that's a Nuzlocke. I'm only allowed to use the Pokemon I catch within the Nuzlocke rules. But anyway, let's just continue with the gym trainers. Swablu. I don't think this should get anything threatening. Oh, just protect just in case though. Give her Icicle Spear. That's enough for a 2-shot. Becomes another Swablu. Does Trainer have exclusively Swablu? Yeah, they do. Ashley must really like Swablu. You also don't start the game with the GTO unlocked. You need at least 4 badges first. Which, I'm way beyond that point, obviously. But again, I may as well just protect on the Skarmory. Just has Air Lace. What would a group of Swablu be? I don't know. Maybe a Stratosphere? Because they're clouds? Tropius. This probably has a grass move, right? Bulletseed. And Sirius takes that. Hercules, I should just wall this. Sure, I'll go for Swords Dance, why not? May as well set up when I can. Get a +6. And I guess just wing attack. Bye-bye Tropius. Do well. That's the way this thing threatens Regius, right? Just Hercules. Not sure whether I really need to go heal, but I don't think there's any reason not to. Was there any point in getting on my bike there? Probably not. Oh, these are gonna be back-to-back, aren't they? I don't think there's any way out of it. Dodo should be easy enough to deal with. Crit was definitely unnecessary there. Helper, I probably want to switch out on. Do we want to stall rain turns? Weird that it's not a double. I'm not sure why, but PokeMMO just doesn't implement those. What move did I just go for? A Scald? Do I need to switch out here? I don't think so. I should probably stay in as long as rain's up. Burn is annoying. I'm not in any danger though. It's not like I can get crit since I'm shell armor. Oh, it's Shockwave? That's not good. Okay, I'm alive. I'm alive. Alright, Remil. You can tank a Scald, right? Oh, jeez. And I absolutely can outspeed this. And it's slow enough to go down to Shockwave. But yeah, that was rough, and now I have to go into another battle immediately without healing. Camper Flint Swallow. Okay, should be fine to just go into Sergius here. Someone might die. Remild was absolutely dead to crit there. Luckily, I did not get crit. Do you have coverage? No, you don't. I should be fine to set up here. Yeah, that aerial ace does 6 damage. Which just gets healed by leftovers. I did 7 damage that time. I guess that 6 was a low roll. Now I should be able to just take it out with wing attack. I probably should have used protect there, since I got outspent. Oh well. I can just heal up here, scout what move it have. Nightshade. Yeah, I should be fine. Or tanky boy. And Johto our goat was rock flying, our goat is steel flying. Oh, I don't know. I think our Johto goat might have been steel bug, to be honest. But yeah, steel types are very nice to have. Adds in about 3 minutes, by the way. Had a little bit of a scare on that Pelipper there, but didn't lose anyone at least. Let's just lead Sirius. You were watching the Penguin show? How far into it are you now? I think this is the last gym trainer? You're on episode 4? I will say that for a bit, it does kind of start to drag, but once you get to episodes 9 and 10, I think that's when the anime really starts hitting its stride. I don't really have a reason to set up more, do I? There's nothing after this Tropius. But yeah, around episodes I want to say 3 through 8-ish is one thing to start getting... Or is one thing that's slowed down a bit. I'm curious whether there's going to be any meaning to him writing down numbers onto the penguins. And the meaning really is just the numbers, I think. But ants are about to start, so I'm gonna have to take a break here. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. I don't remember, did I take out all the gym trainers? I think I did. Let me just double check that. I battled this guy. I battled these two. I said I did. And I got all of them, so it's just Winona left. But I should make sure I finish training for that. So I guess I'll go ahead and train here. I should be a high enough level to just sweep through everything here without any issues. I don't think there are any big type disadvantages or anything. I mean, ground is obviously weak to grass, but I'm pretty sure I should just outspeed and kill with Ice Fang anyway. You're not gonna lie, episode 4 was a little bit of a nothing episode. Yeah, as I said, episodes 3 through 8 feel like they start to drag on a bit. Just because there's a lot of focus on one specific subplot. But after that, the I guess main storylines start ramping up quickly, for lack of a better way to put it. But if you thought the first 2 episodes were interesting, you'll almost certainly enjoy the whole thing. I'm also trying to understand the symbolism with the apples. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on that, especially with symbols, that you'll just kind of have to figure out. I'm not just gonna tell you what they mean, but now that I think about it, what moves will I get by level up? Nothing else before Winona? Okay. Wait, when does... Oh, H-Shard is a level 15 move? I think I just caught my swine up at too high of a level for H-Shard. I'm really curious about how it all unfolds. Right now it's giving nothing away. Yeah, that's just kind of what the anime is gonna be like for a while. It's gonna be a lot of setup, but the payoff is definitely worth it. Though I did get my dad to watch Mario Penguin Drum and he was still confused by the end, so who knows. I remember what scene you're talking about. That was... You know, now that I think about it... Even after watching this whole thing multiple times, that's still kind of a weird scene for me. I probably shouldn't talk about it a whole lot, honestly. I might inadvertently give things away. Oh yeah, there was an Easter egg in, I think it was the 3rd episode, that doesn't actually have anything to do with the plot. It's more just a reference that I didn't actually notice until having watched the episode multiple times. I'm wondering whether you caught it. I used to think it was in episode 3. Spill it. And it's just a... Let's just say it's an object of significant importance in a different anime that just kind of shows up in the background for a couple of seconds. What scene was it? It was one of the scenes where Ringo is doing something with your diary. Her stamp? It was a different scene. I believe she was in her room at the time. You saw she had a penguin strap on her phone? She does have a penguin strap on her phone. No, it's the kind of thing where if you saw it, you would absolutely know that it's a reference-y. As opposed to like a plot-related detail. Sure you and DMCA my channel? I'd rather not. You might not even know the anime it's referencing. It's a pretty well known one. There's no way you wouldn't get it. If you're gonna Google it, you sure hope you don't get spoiled. I don't recommend searching for information on the anime until you've watched the whole thing. If you want more details, the specific object is a book. And that probably gives away what book it is, let's be honest. Okay, these blooms are going down way too slowly. I think this might not be the best matchup for Remelt. Yeah, try to avoid spoilers. Yeah, let's just go with the EXP share, I think. Yes, your melt is struggling with these gloom. Or at least with that gloom specifically. Cleon changed to the water type. You must have missed it. Yeah, it's... As I said it, I didn't notice it until watching multiple times through. Does Aircutter Oko these? Most of them. And I'm paralyzed. I don't know, maybe this still isn't the best place to try training some of these Pokemon. Do I like nighttime? I definitely prefer night. I like the dark, cool, and quiet. It's a lot more peaceful than daytime. Not really a fan of bright sunlight and heat, which I know is not a popular opinion. It seems like Death Note is an anime that gets referenced kind of a lot in other media. That was 5 hits and it still didn't even deal that much. Honestly, the damage flashing kinda bothered my eyes a little there. It's one of the most iconic anime of its generation. That is true. Althea, you're missing these ranges. Honestly, Draven is probably going to struggle here more than I'm forgetting Manectric's nickname. Brumilk. There are too many Pokemon for me to remember the nicknames of. Are there any more recent shows that are iconic? I guess I'm not sure. I feel like there needs to be a specific amount of time passed for something to become iconic to begin with. But I'm definitely not someone who keeps up with new releases. I'm just to watch what seems interesting kind of anime watcher. Doesn't really matter how old it is or how popular it is. It seems so not knowledgeable on the shows I recommended. I mean, I think when it comes to things I'm interested in, I can be pretty knowledgeable. But when it comes to things that I'm not really interested in, I tend to just have no interest in gaining or retaining information about them. That's probably why I had so much trouble with history classes. Like, why should I care what specific date events happened? That's so accurate to how you feel. I think that's not exactly an uncommon experience. Sometimes there will be anime that I hear about that don't really seem interesting at all to me, but they end up being more interesting than I initially think. I guess one example of that is Oshinoko. I never got super into that one anyway, but it was definitely more interesting than I was expecting it to be, I guess is my point. Where's the magnet? People talk about stuff like what star do you idolize? And you just watched Inside Out for the first time 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I'll be honest, I think you kinda lost me. I'm not really sure what you mean. I'm probably going to need to bench Draven after this gym fight. I think Plusle is already really struggling to keep up. You don't really watch much media and there's nobody you idolize. You don't feel passionate about movies. I'm not really a movie person either. And I think people shouldn't really be put on pedestals to begin with. Which I think is a big reason why I don't really care for idol culture, despite VTubing obviously having its origins in idol culture. When someone asks you that, that's not the answer they're looking for. That is true. There are definitely... There's definitely something to be said for being fans of artists, I think. Like, you can enjoy someone's work and respect them as an artist without really putting them on a pedestal and idolizing them. Imagine trying to date someone and they ask you a boring question like that, and you spawn with idol culture is terrible. Yeah, that's... probably not gonna go well, but... I mean, you kind of need to... find someone who is more on your wavelength. Because if you just don't really have any interests in common with someone at all, then it's going to be hard to actually have interesting discussions with them and actually find things you want to do together. And I think spending time together and talking with each other are kind of important for a healthy relationship. That's why dating is so hard. You have to pre-think of answers to the mundane questions they ask. I mean, kind of. I think it's important to be honest, but what do I know? I haven't even been on a date in years. And if you have hobbies and interests that tend to be more engaged with online than in person, it's obviously going to be easier to find people who share those interests online rather than in person. That much should just go without saying. And there are obviously going to be some methods of finding people in person with those kinds of interests, but it's definitely going to be harder. The places you have interests with have a creep problem and horrible stigma. Yeah, I get that. So, if you like games in general, it's actually fairly common for there to be things like board game groups, which is actually how I met my ex. I don't think fake tears is a good idea here. What was it like? The board game group, or what? And we just kind of... as things happened organically. How many people were in the group? Honestly, it's varied quite a bit over time. I still say that my odds of finding someone else in the same way are kind of slim. Largely because the rate of new people coming in is pretty low. Also, I don't really go much anymore anyway, so there's that too. Honestly, I probably shouldn't give out too much information about the group itself. There are plenty of board game groups around the country, and yeah, specifying more could potentially give out more information than I would like. Not sure whether I'm going to have time to get to Winona today. I mean, it seems somewhat likely. I think I want to try to get to... or close to 4 hours today. You used to be in the anime group in your city, but you stopped going. I've heard interesting things about anime groups. It may shock me, but there is a creep problem in that group. there were at least 2 perma bans. It was that bad. That's pretty rough, I have to say. Wait, how big was the group? I'm not sure whether 2 permabans is a high rate or not. It would have to be pretty big for that not to be a high rate, wouldn't it? Eyes kept at around 20 plus. Yeah, it definitely seems like that's a high rate to me. It also seems difficult to sustain a group for that kind of thing. Just because watching anime seems like a very individual activity. Well, I'm in the middle of nowhere, Alaska. That's fair. Not exactly a ton of people here. Near the heart of BC, so it feels like terrible numbers. Oh, when I said high rate, I meant like a high perma ban rate among the members. Oh, welcome, Martyr, and thank you for the rain. Let me... Mental... Give you a shout out. What were you streaming today, by the way? And how did that go? Right now I'm just doing some training in my Nuzlocke for Winona, which I want level 36s for, which I don't think I'm too far away from at this point. So I think my odds of getting to that fight today are pretty reasonable. Don't have an AoE for these. Thunderbuck was earlier today. Just getting back into some VR. Yeah, I've never heard of that, I have to admit. I'm guessing it's a VR game. Grind magical creatures into sausages? That is Very bizarre. Skydance's Behemoth. Kinda Shadow of the Colossus kind of VR game. That seems interesting. That's only the people that got reported. There's a bunch of trauma. That sounds pretty bad. I absolutely understand why you left that group. I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus, but it seems pretty interesting from what I've seen of it. Edit. Skydance's Behemoth one seems interesting. Thunderback does not seem like something I would play, in all honesty. So I think just the idea of Shadows of Colossus in VR seems like it would be quite the spectacle, wouldn't it? Made by the same team that made hot dogs for shoes and hand grenades, which I have heard of, but admittedly know nothing about. It's a free demo, so no harm in checking it out. And I guess that's true. Unless you count potential psychological damage. Set up the VR, Juniper, there's work to be done. I don't even know how much it is for a VR headset. Or how does even work? You can have the magnet back. It'll give you back the EXP share. You killed a giant bat? What do you have against bats? 300 is the minimum? Yeah, that seems pretty expensive. When you say can't be more than $300, are you talking like Canadian dollars? Wait, which is actually more valuable nowadays? It's like a decade ago, I'm pretty sure Canadian dollars were worth more, but recently I heard that US dollars were worth more. You didn't want to kill the giant bat, but it sure wanted to kill you. That's understandable. Can't afford to argue against self-defense. Your economy got kinda destroyed over and over. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. At least it's not the Prussian franc. Wait, what happened with that? Am I defending the giant bat monster for any particular reason? No, I just don't want any, potential bat haters, you know? Prussian francs got so bad people were wallpapering their houses with them. Oh yeah, that was due to massive inflation or something, wasn't it? People were making kites out of them and stuff. I did mention earlier before you raided that I did not do well in history class, admittedly. It was definitely my worst subject in school. Put in their rules, no bat phobia. I would need to... First of all, I guess make some changes to my Twitch profile, which I have been meaning to do, honestly. But at least on YouTube, they still haven't implemented built-in chat rules. And I'm already at the character limit for my rules message that I pin. Once you start getting accessories, the money for VR goes up pretty high. I'd imagine, especially since they can use all kinds of accessories for that, can't they? For tracking different parts of your body and stuff. I should probably go and restore Ice Fangs. One day YouTube will make their livestream section good. Yeah. Hopefully. They do actually have built-in rules, but I think it's a beta feature that you can't actually opt into. It's just something that they randomly select people for, which is pretty annoying. You'd think that it would be kind of an obvious thing to implement. Most degenerates get full body tracking stuff. Real men buy gun stocks for their controllers. I'd imagine that's only the obvious stuff. I'm sure there's more obscure things that they would implement as well. But yeah, I think once I get more art at least, I should get a full section on my Twitch profile for art credits and stuff, because right now I just have it kind of slapped onto the end of my bio. Quality of life stuff, battery pack, straps. Yeah, it makes sense that they would have a ton of stuff for that. But we have to wonder how much of it is widely supported and how much of it is just for very specific games. Because getting an accessory for something specific seems like it could potentially just be a waste unless that's a game that you're really into and play a lot. I've heard of hardcore VR chatter people. They have sensors for their body that simulate touch. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I would expect people really into VR to have. Full body tracking is mainly 2 games. Yeah, I think different games would have different levels of tracking supported. And I'm not really sure how many games are going to care about things like finger tracking. VR chat and Blade and Sorcery both accept tracking. That's why you wanted to kick people in the face in Blade and Sorcery. I admittedly don't know anything about that game. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, haven't I? Probably have more than that. Oh, we don't want to go there? I think there are probably a lot of questionable applications for something like touch simulation. It does look like ads are gonna be starting pretty soon. So once those start, I'll take a break, and then soon after my break I should be able to battle Winona. Used to take fencing, HEMA, taekwondo. You've been looking for an excuse to use those skills. That's definitely understandable. I did some martial arts when I was younger, which muscle memory absolutely lasts, but haven't had a whole lot of practical application. Anyway, ads are starting, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here for a few minutes. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. To be honest, I probably shouldn't say that I haven't had much practical use for learning martial arts when I was younger, since honestly, I was pretty clumsy when I was a little kid. But learning martial arts helped me get much more well-coordinated. And the way I am able to move now is very much thanks to martial arts. So even if the self-defense aspect of it hasn't really been relevant, I do think it's been pretty helpful overall. How long did I do it? Well, I practiced basically every day for a few years. I think taking it seriously is probably important for actually getting something out of it. But it's honestly surprising just how long muscle memory can last. Have I shot a gun before? I have not. Closest I've gotten is Nerf guns, which is obviously very different. Rest. I'll live to see another turn. Yeah, about 2.5k more XP. I guess I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take to get that much. Probably not too long, right? Your mom didn't even want you touching dollar store guns as a kid? Worried about a policeman seeing you with it and shooting or something? Honestly, that's understandable depending on what the police is like in your area. But I guess the classic is you'll shoot your eye out. Or maybe that's just a specific reference that got popular. I guess I'm not exactly sure. It's a very safe neighborhood. I'm not actually sure what dollar store guns would be like. Are those like toys that just look like guns, but don't actually do anything? But I'm honestly pretty weary when it comes to firearms. It seems like accidents with them are significantly more common than they really should be. The cap guns with orange tips. Are those like the ones that I've seen in cartoons or something? Or it has like a cork in it, and it shoots the cork out, but the cork is tied to a string, so it doesn't actually go flying. I also can't really see myself getting into hobby shooting or something. Especially since I'm very sensitive to sound. And they're obviously very loud. These ones had orange rings with circles. I see. So basically just noisemakers, right? That kind of thing is what they use to start races and stuff, aren't they? Let me see, replace swing attack with drill pack. The real question is drill pack or iron head going to be better in the long term? Hobby shooting and cowboy culture is like the middle-aged version of cosplay culture. I mean, it is. If you are just dressing up as a cowboy, that is just cosplay, isn't it? Alright, I should probably pull up Winona's information. And decide who I want to lead with. That's kind of an important thing to figure out. Okay, where's the search bar? Okay, here's the page I was looking for. Good luck, thank you. And thanks for the bless. Okay, here's Winona. I should probably lead with an ice type or something, shouldn't I? Maybe? Seems like my potentially safest option. I'll lead with Ire. Let's see if number multis, magnet, white lens, leftovers. Yeah, let's just do this. Though, Altaria and Pelipper are probably the two scariest Pokemon. Okay, there's Pelipper. This is honestly probably the worst case scenario. I think I just protect turn 1 to stall out rain. That's one turn. I think I just need the Icicle Spear. That does not deal enough. The Scald, please don't burn. I'm not burned. She might go for Roost here. I cannot get crit because of shell armor. So I should be safe to go for another Icicle Spear. Okay, good. 4 hits. Pelipper's down. In comes Skarmory. I should be able to switch to my own Skarmory. Iron Head does 12 damage. I'll start setting up with Swords Dance. Cause why not? This does have Roost. +4. Hit a +6. Go ahead and protect one more time for leftovers recovery. And I guess we'll see how much Drill Peck does. It's +4, but obviously Skarmory is very physically bulky and resists flying. It's leftovers. Even if it starts spamming Roost, it will run out eventually. Plus I could just get a crit. Oh, she's not going for Roost. So I should just be able to knock out the Skarmory. Can I just sweep the rest of this fight? I think I can. Maybe. If this doesn't knock out Swallow... Oh, she's just going straight for Endeavor. That's a bit silly, and I get the one shot. I think I'm fine. And comes Altaria. The worst this can do is Dragon Claw. Even if it goes for Dragon Dance, I should just outdamage it anyway. Yeah, it turns out Sergius is just too good. Maybe this fight ended up working out perfectly for me anyway. Tropius. What's this gonna do? Tailwind? Leaf Storm? And I may as well get HP back with Protect. No reason not to. I don't think Tailwind is a threat. And there it goes. She needed an atmosphere of Altaria to even think of fighting back against me. Yeah, I think that was easier than I was expecting. Being able to set up with Sergius was just the nail in the coffin, I think. Even if Pelipper was a little scary from the start. Once I got through the Pelipper and set up with Sergius, it was just over. So welcome, Supreme Jeng. You just missed the Winona fight. So yes, the question now is... Now what? Especially since... Now that I raised the level cap, I can unbox a... Yeah. I've unlocked some of my Pokemon in my box that were overleveled before. It seemed like Scald should be this gym's reward. Since that's the scariest move they use, that's fair. You're at work. Yeah, work kinda sucks. On to the next area, or am I feeling fatigued? Well, I think I need to figure out what my next main lineup is going to be. And building it around these two seems like a good idea. I should probably have some kind of water type. But I just unboxed Pokemon like Aristotemus and Moiradoc. Obviously have Ire and Issa. And Amalthea. I have pretty good options. You enjoy when I speak numbers about the game? Not really sure that this would count as speaking numbers. Well, if I think about upcoming rival fights and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take into account all the Magma admin members, aren't I? Renan's team is a lot stronger now. I should have some kind of water type for the Blaziken. Claydol also seems kind of dangerous. I can't just wall it with Surya since it has Psychic. It's a mixed attacker. I should probably use a ground type for this Raichu. But it also has Grass Knot and Surf, so it has decent coverage. And I don't think any of my ground types will really help with that. I could go for something like Dragonair. That doesn't seem strong enough. Dragonair would obviously resist all those moves, but and I could just go with my own electric type. Try and Rumelt. I'm not sure which water type to go with. Maybe I stick with Issa? He might be my best option. Then there's Tabitha. I don't want to have to fight Tabitha again. He killed 2 of my Pokemon. Then there's Maxie. What I do about is Alakazam. Last time I had to deal with an Alakazam, it did not turn out well for me. Do I have a decent dark type to use? And I have my Absol. Wait, didn't my Absol have a nickname? Apparently not. I need a new nickname. What happened with Alakazam? I almost wiped to Silver's Alakazam in Victory Road in Johto. I was one crit away from it. And then there's Matt's team. I guess I'm not really sure. Who else to add? Do I need another water type? Fighting the urge to watch more Johto or Penguin tonight. Yeah, the silver battle was definitely rough. I could have played it better, to be honest. What other water type do I even use, though? Aristotemus could be good. Being able to resist rock and dark moves. And also having fighting stab could help a lot. But there's also this Houndoom. With kind of a disgusting moveset. Flamethrower, Snarl, Thunderfang, Nasty Plot. I think this might be my best lineup for these next few major battles. It's going to be difficult, though. I will say that much. Wait, I'm pretty sure I had a nickname for this. Did I just not save properly or something? Zephyros. Does my Barbutch have a nickname? Mordan. Now that I think about it, would Whiscash be a good addition to the team? Letterground is obviously good typing. Other than HP and typing, I don't think Whiscash really has much going for it. Obviously gets Earthquake and Aqua Tail / Waterfall. It gets Dragon Dance? That's interesting. Its base speed isn't that high. Do I use Barboach? This is a 0 HP IV Barboach. Minus defense too. Do it? I'm not sure who I would replace. I mean, maybe I could replace Issa? I'd obviously be running 2 water types, either way. I think the only real reason to take Whiscash is the Houndoom. Whiscash is a mustached man. You need a mustache rip in the crew. My Barboach is female, actually. So I guess it would be a mustached woman. The Azumarill would be more awkward to deal with. But it would make the Houndoom easier to deal with. And if I teach Protect to Aristotemus, that would make Azumarill a non-threat. Is Azumarill more or less defensive than Whiscash? Whiscash has more HP. By only 10. And Azumarill has higher defenses. By about 8 each. They're pretty close. The Whiscash has more damage capability. And is a little faster, actually. It's really hard to say. But I guess another thing to consider is if I do unbox Mordad, I'm gonna have more training to do. Which I don't really want to have to do. Which I guess is... it's not a big deal, but when it comes to such a close call like this... it's the real enemy of this Nuzlocke, true. Thinking about it more... Whiscash isn't even that good of a counter to the Houndoom. Because Fighting type is gonna resist Dark, even if it is weak to Electric. That's coming off of Houndoom's physical attack instead of special attack. Whereas Whiscash would be taking full power Snarls, which are potentially boosted by Nasty Plot. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Mordad. At least not here. Although I suppose I could consider using a Grass type, couldn't I? To help with all the water types? And Sharpedo, which Aristotemus can deal with. Azumarill Heartwind could deal with. Wailord Aristotemus could deal with. Yeah, let's unbench Heartwind. Plus, I'd actually have more type diversity on my team that way. And more Hoenn representation on my team. Not that that's super relevant, but... yeah, I actually like this team more, I think. But I should probably keep Isa here just for the HM uses. Oh, I think I can fly places now, can't I? That just makes things more convenient. But yeah, I think this is going to be the team for now. I can just go with Bot Belt here. Magnet here. Rimalta's probably gonna feel like the weakest member of the team, in all honesty. Oh, I do have multiple fighting types on this team, don't I? I guess that's not a big deal. The only weakness overlap is flying, which I have multiple answers to. Yeah, let's go with leftovers here. I'm going to need to EXP Sure Heartwind, I'm pretty sure, but Miracle Seed here also seems like a good idea. Alright. That seems good, so... I am approaching 4 hours here. And I need to cook dinner, so I'm probably gonna call it here for today. I guess I need to find someone to raid. I guess I can raid Griefs. Alright, if you're watching on YouTube and would like to join the raid, feel free to switch over to Twitch. When am I gonna come back? Well, next stream should be tomorrow with more Hyper Light Drifter. But I should go back and count my attempts so I can figure out exactly how many attempts it's been. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.